Hi guys, Captain TigerLily here, and it is the final week, oh my gosh, leading up to market, and I have done quite a few things off screen. I don't have all of the things that I made in front of me right now, but I have a few of them. I did go collect the rest of my little T-Rexes from the store and brought them home just because there were only a couple of them left, and I'm like, well, I will take them to market. If they sell, great. If they don't, whatever. Because going forward, I am gonna make all of the dinosaurs weighted. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because they do tend to be very top heavy and not want to stand up on their own. So going forward with them, I'm gonna make them all weighted. But before we get too far into this video, hit the like button down below. If at any point during the video you like what you're watching, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me. Hit the notification bell, that way you guys will know when new videos go live, and share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me make all of my goodies that I need to for crochet in the future. I have quite a few really fun crochet ideas for after this is over, which I am going to talk to you guys about, but biggest thing that I want you guys to keep in mind for the next couple of weeks, the channel might look a little bit funky because it's the hottest point of the year and this room heats up really fast. So videos may be a little bit shorter than they have been as of late, just because it gets too hot in here for me to record for a long period of time, and then I have to like put the computer to sleep and go in the other room for a couple of hours until this room cools down again. But hopefully it won't be too big of an issue. I have been trying to come in here really early and record. Today I didn't get to it, but that's for other reasons. But anyway, let's hop into some of the ones that I finished, which we're going to start with this lovely little turtle, which look how beautiful this purple is, and with the green, oh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. I love these little turtles so much. They're so cute. I love them. But you guys are going to see tomorrow I'm going to put everything that I've got in there right now in the bin, which is nearly full. We're so close. It's great. So I told you guys in the last video that I was going to work on the tiny mushrooms with the green and almond color that I had. So I thought I was gonna get maybe 2, maybe 3 little mushrooms out of them. Tell me why I got 7 of them. They did not take up nearly as much yarn as I thought they were gonna take up. But look at these little guys. Look at their little faces. They're so little squishies. I love them. I love them so much. But yeah, I ended up being able to make 7 of them. And I'm like, okay. And I will say, the biggest thing with this yarn is it's really hard to frog. So, which, for those of you who don't know where the whole frog thing comes from, let me educate y'all. So, whenever you mess up a stitch and you have to go back and pull it out, it's called frogging because you rip it. Ribbit. And the biggest thing with frogging with this yarn is that it does just get fluffs everywhere, because a lot of times once you've gotten a really tight stitch in place, the fibers will start to really hold together. So when you go to pull out this stitch, all the fibers are stuck to each other and then they just want to kind of poof out in every direction. So the yarn is great when it's worked up into one piece, but it's really rough when you have to take it apart. However, I'm definitely going to be ordering more of the Parfait Chunky because this worked up really nicely. I want to make some turtles with this going forward. I want to make some more of these little mushrooms. I want to get some other colors. I want to get some red. I would love to get like a dark brown, I think would look really nice. And I want to get like essentially like all the colors that I would make mushroom heads with. I want to do this, but I also want to make big ones. I don't know that I'm actually going to use my other mushroom pattern anymore. I really like this one, and I like that it's like handheld size. Like, it's so cute. As you can see back here, I also have a bunch of the loops and threads yarn. I went to Michael's when we went out of town. It's like an hour and a half away from us. Last weekend we had to pick some stuff up, but I got 4 different colors. 3 of them are the Skinny Chenille, which is this purple. There's a pastel pink and a pastel blue. And then I got more of the tan of the Petite Pearl, which this one is more of This one feels like mini blanket yarn, and then this feels like mini chenille. So, which, I mean, obviously it's skinny chenille, but like, they work together. They're exactly the same size, so they work together really, really well. Like, this one's made with 2 of those. This one for the shell is the petite pearl, and then the body is the skinny chenille. So it works up really, really well. I am currently working on the last of the eggies. I got almost all of them done, but I decided, because I had enough yellow and I got to the end of that ball of yarn that I had, the little ball of yellow, and I still had some left over after making a dozen eggs. I decided, I was like, you know what? 10 is not right. If I'm going to make eggies, I'm going to make a dozen of them. And I'm also going to bring a plate and put them on the plate, because I think it's going to look really cute if I have a plate of fried eggs. Like, how adorable does that sound? So I have a little green dinner plate that I'm going to take out of my kitchen, and I'm going to use that for, I mean, I'm probably going to use the green one. I'm not going to use the black one. That's a terrible decision, but I'm going to use that and put like 3 or 4 little fried eggies on the plate, because I think it's going to be so cute. Oh my gosh. And then last but not least, for what I have over here at the table right now, the desk, is my little dinosaurs. So that's got a fluffies on it and a kitty fur. That sounds about right. But I've got 2 of my little dinosaurs. I love them. These are both made with the pixie dust yarn. But I think going forward, if I'm going to do these more, I don't think I'm going to use pixie dust, because it's really hard to see the stitches when I'm working with pixie dust, especially when you're doing like bobble stitches for the legs and the arms, and when you're trying to stitch pieces together on these. So I may not use the pixie dust for this anymore, but I figured I would get rid of, there's one other one that's got some variegated, really skinny, like this size skinny chenille stuff for it, and it's got the spikes is the I think it's the purple, like the blue purple one, the really pastel blue purple. I can't remember which one I used, but anyway, that one. But there's 3 of those, and I figure I can put them up there with the other dinosaurs, which I have 2 stegos done as of right now. I've at least 2 more colors that I want to do. I wrote down a list, so I have the blue and the purple one done. I'm gonna make a pink one, and then I think I have enough left over from the big blue-green bee that I made that I can use that as a body color for the stego. I don't know if I have enough for that, though. I hope I do. But if I don't have enough for that, then I'm going to have 1 less stego, but that's okay. I still have a few bees that I want to make, just because I have other colors that I found that I want to make some out of, and I've got a couple more ducks to make. Right now, I have all the yellow ducks done. And I have the dark green duck done. That is done. I have all the yellow bees that I'm going to make done. I did find the other, blue, the sparkly seafoam green, bee that I made, the mini one. I have 2 more fluffy big ones that I kind of want to make, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to make them. I may just not. I'm not sure. I'm doing 1 more large purple. I do want 1 more of the large ones. I do want a large purple. And I'm still gonna make, what the heck was the other one? I want to make sparkle purple and a sparkle pink, maybe. If I don't like how I may not like how the pink looks, and I may just do 2 purple ones, but that is kind of what I'm going for. I have the 3 cinnamarolls to finish. I may get to them. I may not. I don't know. I have like 4 days as of you guys seeing this for me to finish up everything that I'm doing. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but it's totally fine. We're actually gonna hop over to technically future me, because it's gonna be either later today or early tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna dump all of what I have done in the bin. Other than the ducks, those will not be going in the bin with this one, because I want to make sure that I have all the ducks about even size. So I may have to take out some of the belly parts on the bottom and restuff some of them if they're not all the same size. So those aren't going in there yet, but you guys will see all the mushrooms I've done, all the eggies, the dinosaurs, this turtle, and possibly 1 more. I have 1 that's in the works right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it finished tonight or not, if I'm still working on stegos and other stuff, but if the other one's done, it'll go in there. And all the little mushrooms. So I'm gonna hop over to that, and then when we come back, we are gonna be working on me making my little business cards and care cards. I still have to find the paper that I'm going to print them out on, but I will show you guys that later in the video when I actually do find the paper. So I'm going to print them on cardstock, I think, just because it's going to be thicker and it's going to be easier to keep them from getting damaged in transit. So, all right, let's hop over to some version of future me for the bin. Alrighty, it is Thursday morning. It is 2 days before, and the bin is nearly full. I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to talk some prices while we're going through this, because I have some ideas, and I think they're going to turn out pretty good. So, let's check it out. So first of all, before I start anything, obviously you guys can see there's not much space in here left over for me to put more plushies in, but we're going to talk some prices for these. So, I've decided that the Brachiosauruses and the Stegosauruses are going to be 10 for each of those, because they are decently chunky and they have quite a bit of like heft to them, surprisingly. These little bees I'm gonna do for I think 8, just because I think they're gonna be really cute. I was gonna put them in the $5 bin, but they're way bigger than all the other ones, so they're not gonna go in the $5 bin. The ducks, they are going to go in the $5 bin, along with my 2 bun cats, which we love that. We love the bun cats. And the ladybugs, which, got my ladybugs. These chickens, I think I'm going to do for 8, because I'm going to put the tinier chickens, these ones, in the $5 bin. I think that'll work out really, really nicely. The turtles, they're going to have to be 10 for the little turtles, because the amount of stitches and time that goes into these turtles, I'm not going to sell them for less than that, because that's just ridiculous. And then next size up, 20 for the medium turtles, and then the big turtles are going to be 30. I'm also going to do the fluffy chickens in the $5 bin, just because I have so many of those. The bunnies. The bunnies are going to go into $5 bin as well. Am I missing something? The cinema rolls. I did not actually get any of the extra. I got 1 extra cinema roll done. I think I'm going to put the aliens, the bigger alien, the octopus alien ones. I think those are going to be 7 or 8. Might even do 6 for those. I'm not sure. But yeah, the cinema rolls, the 2 that I have, those are going to be 15 because reasons. I also make these lovely cotton washcloths, and I have a ton of them. So I'm going to put out a big ol' section of those and have them be 4 for 10, because I have so many and they're so easy to make. The stingrays. Let's get one of these little guys. These little stingrays are going to go in the $5 bins. These bigger ones are going to be, I think I'm going to do 5. And then where's the medium sized one? I don't know. Wherever the medium sized one, those are going to be 10, and then these bigger ones are going to be 15. I don't think I'm missing anything. But let me get the other ones out so I can show you what I've made so far. So as you can see over here, we've got this big old stack of washcloths. That goes down for like almost a full foot. I have a lot of them. I don't think I'm going to sell very many of them, but I'm going to bring them just in case. But we've got these little mushroom guys, which are going to be 6, because this yarn is a little more expensive. And even though they worked up really quickly, they were a little bit challenging just because I haven't really worked too much with this thicker chenille. So I have 1 there, 3, 5, 7 total. And like I said, with cinnamon roll, I made 1 more, but these are going to be 15. I do have my leftover little T-Rexes. These are going to go in the $5 bin just because I only have 3 of them left. And there's no point for any extras, besides these don't take very long to work up. So when I do the next ones, I'm going to do it with the thicker yarn and make them a little bigger to match with the other dinosaurs. There's number 2. And number 3. I do have some more turtles done. I got this guy done, which he was the one I was working on with that one, as they've got the same body color. And then I got this one. This is a darker green turtle, which I love this darker green for the body.
I also have, whoops, I'm throwing him. I've got this one with this lovely variegated blue shell and the green body. And I got about 3 or 4 more that I've been working on that just aren't done yet, but they will be by the time I'm up there. I also have this lovely little camo chicken that I absolutely adore. He's got the biggest, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. I love him. He's gonna go in there. I did get another ducky. I got this guy. I think I did his eyes a little different though, but that's okay. Then I got one Stegosaurus, which I love this teal color. 2 Stegosaurus. I love this blue. It's so bright and vibrant. It's the same color blue as that shell. Look at that. And 3 Stegosaurus. He's purple. And I know that this is a very, like, pink purple, but I don't have, like, a blue purple to do for the spikes, or I would have done that. But I really like this one. I think he turned out good. I didn't have purple eyes because I didn't have time to paint any, but I love the green. It's really pretty. And last but not least, we have all of our little eggies, which I came up with a really cute idea for these. I am going to put them on a plate. And they're still going to be, I think I'm going to do these for 4 just because they're not very much yarn. They're not very expensive, but it's like the novelty. So I have literally a dozen fried eggs. Look at that. And the bin is nearly full, guys. It's nearly full.
I'm actually surprised I managed to get that almost completely full. Like, I didn't think I was going to. I still have, the rest of the ducks are in the office. I have the green duck, the dark green one that I talked about. I have 3 yellows and 3 blue ducks, and I'm not going to make any more after that. I have a few more bees in there that didn't end up in here. I've got purple sparkle. I've got another one of the big purple ones. I also have, what was the other colors I was doing? I have another... Did I make a lime green one already? I don't remember. I have a lime green one somewhere, and I planned on making another one. I got a couple more of the regular yellows. I don't have any more sparkle yellow, but I did make at least 1 sparkle purple. There might be 2. I got, like I said, I got those 4 other turtles that I'm working on. Plus, if I make enough of the body parts, they're really easy to stitch together while I'm there, so I can work on them at the booth. Just to have something to do because I can't sit still. So that's going to be that. Later I'm going to show you guys, well, I mean, it's going to be when I pop back in from whichever part of the video. I'm going to show you guys the care cards that I've been working on. Which, again, I'm not going to dox myself. I'm not going to give you all my email and my everything. So that, no, how dare you. But yeah, I mean, it's not really doxing myself because it's like my public email and whatever, but you know. But yeah, the bin is nearly full. Technically, if I put all the big ones in here, the lid wouldn't go on. So we're pretty close. So, I was going to show you guys, the cards on here typed up, but the way that I did it, I can't actually cover up the part of it that says all my contact information. So I'm going to show you the ones that I have handwritten at this point, which I did this for a while just to kind of, we didn't have a good printer, so I couldn't really make them on my own, but I would do like this, and I will add little stickers because I love adding stickers. And the front kind of just gives you the thanks. Inside has all of the care instructions, and then the back, which I'm going to cover up with my hand, has all of my contact and stuff for custom orders and stickers on there as well. And I will show you guys once I do get them printed out on there what they're gonna look like, but I think those are gonna turn out really, really nicely. So hopefully I will be able to get them printed out. I think I have more of that actual parchment calligraphy paper, but I don't think it's going to print very well on one side of it because it's not flat. So I don't know, but I do have some cardstock somewhere that I'm going to make some with, and we'll see how much I can get out of that. So I don't know, but I'm going to take the ones that I have here that I made that are specifically for like, not orders, but like specifically for like in purchase, for like in-person purchases, and take those. And obviously I'm not going to require people to take one if they don't want one, but you know, whatever. But anyway, So I was gonna show you guys the what do you call them? The cards, the care cards. But I'm gonna have to do some changes to what I was doing because the program that I created, the digital version of it is not working well when printing. I cannot get it to work. So what I'm gonna do is create kind of like a photo version of where the text is gonna be, and then I can print it. But I do have the sheets of the business cards done. I printed a bunch of them out here, and I think they turned out really, really nicely. So I'm gonna cut them because I have one of the photo slicer ones, and I find these a little more precise than like a paper slicer, just because I don't have to worry about there being white edges on them. But I am gonna print the other ones on the cream cardstock paper instead of on the white, just because I think it'll look a little bit nicer having the cream color background for those, since I'm used to doing that with the care cards anyway. But the only things left on my list to crochet at this point are the last 2 ducks, which is 2 yellow ducks, and then after that it's whatever bees and turtles I can get done that aren't already on the list, because I'm not doing any more cinnamon rolls. I already got all the shroomies done that I could with that yarn, which I'm surprised I got 7. Like, I really am. And I got all the yokis, so I got 12 yokis. And I will show you guys in the next video, before we really talk about a lot of the extra stuff. I will talk a little bit more about like my setup, and I will show you guys when I get it all set up there. It's gonna be humid as all hell when I go. Oh my god, which as of you guys seeing this, it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be humid as all hell, and I'm not looking forward to it. Oh man. No pants, minimal layers, all the ice. I already have 2 big Ziploc bags full of like different sizes of ice, and I have an entire ice tray in the freezer, and I'm gonna go get like actual bag ice to put in there too. And I'm filling up a full at least 1 full juice jug. I'm gonna wash it out, and I'm gonna have at least 1 full juice jug of cold water. Like, I'm gonna put it in the fridge the night before, and then it'll be cold, and I can just stick it straight from there in the freezer in the ice or in the cooler. And I'm gonna do what was the other thing I was gonna do? I'm not gonna have my Yeti cup, just because my purple one, and I think it's getting to the point where it's on the last leg. The seal around the lid is not holding in anymore, and every now and then it'll just start leaking when I'm drinking out of it. So I think I'm gonna have to get a new Yeti, which is unfortunate, but there's a teal one that I want, so I may go get that one. But anyway, I have that big blue water bottle that I've been using lately. I don't know if you guys have seen it in videos before. I don't know if I've had it in here, but I have a big 40-ounce water bottle that's like the metal lined one that I've been using. So that one is going to come with me. I'm probably going to bring at least 1 or 2 Gatorades just to make sure I can keep electrolytes up with as much as I'm probably going to be sweating. And the other things are, I have little like shopping bags that I'm going to do. That way, if somebody gets more than one and they want something to carry it around in, or they just have a bunch of different things and they happen to get something from me, I will be able to give them an actual shopping bag. And it's just like the plastic ones, because I'm not going to go out and get paper. And with it being sweaty and gross and humid and whatever, paper is just going to get soggy as soon as it gets wet. And everybody's gonna want to be wet to cool off, so it makes sense to not have paper. The other thing is I'm gonna have at least 2 lawn chairs with me, just in case Josh wants to sit with me while he's running around doing stuff. What else? Oh, I am allergic to insect stings, so I have to be really careful around that, and bug spray doesn't do shit for me. They come after me anyway. So the biggest ones that I'm worried about are the wasps, because last year we had a bunch of them. The bees don't really bother me because they tend to leave me alone for the most part. But wasps don't like the smell of peppermint. So what I'm going to do is I have a spray bottle that I'm going to mix with half water, half peppermint oil, like the peppermint essential oil. And I'm going to spray that around my vicinity and all over my chair. and they can just leave me alone. And I will reapply as necessary in the area. I'm also going to bring the wasp killer spray just in case, but that's going to stay in the cooler in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get messed up. I also have my display signs that I need to finish making, but I'm going to print those out tomorrow because as of me recording this, it is Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, is not going to be me doing anything other than prepping for this day. So it is going to be a no makeup, I'm in my jammies, kind of like doing what I need to do around the house kind of day to get ready. My table is going to already be there. I did get the sheet out that I'm going to use for the tablecloth. It is gray. I thought it was blue. It's not. Gray is actually probably better because it's a little lighter. And the basket that I have something to kind of cover it with, but I don't know if it's going to work. I may just end up using a thin blanket, just because I don't know if it's going to fit on it. It is kind of cover that's supposed to go on it, but I don't know that it's the right size. I think it's for a slightly smaller basket, so may not actually work for that. Do have to dig out my shelves and my storage baskets, my display baskets, but they're behind where I have my yarn storage right now. And let me think, what else do I need to get? I'm gonna have to get my cinnamon for my market dust because that's a thing. If any of y'all have done markets before, you know everybody's got market dust. Mine is cinnamon. Because I love the smell of cinnamon and I feel like it's wonderful. And then I'm gonna do one sign, like one big sign that's just got like my name, Captain Makes Crochet, underneath, and then just like underneath it it'll say like, because it's with it being the market that it is, I don't have square set up or anything like that, and I'm probably not going to for this one in particular with like trying to set up things through my Etsy or whatever. But whatever prices I need to mark on there, I will. I don't really have anything to put my business cards in, which is kind of irritating, but I don't know. I was gonna put them like in a bowl or something, but I do not want to take one of the bowls out of my house. I'm already taking a plate, which I'm going to duct tape to the table. Okay, like I will duct tape that thing to the table if that's what it takes. I also found my little metal binder clips. I have some like tiny ones. I had a package of them somewhere and I could not find them, but those are going to be really good for me to actually like clip the signs onto the front of the baskets for that display. Which are not going to be big signs. They're just going to be enough to go like a little bar across the front. So, cause like, the way that I think I'm going to do it is I'm going to do the mushrooms underneath one and put like a couple in the front. And then I'm going to put, probably the bees on the second one, the little mini bees in the second one, and put the prices on there and have one like up on the edge. And then the top one is going to be the dinosaurs because they're too big to fit in the other sizes of them. On the shelves, I'm going to do probably some turtles and chickens, and then probably I'll probably do the cinnamon rolls and what were my smallest mushrooms, but not anymore because I got the mini mushrooms, but the regular size mushrooms that I made with the same yarn as the baby turtles. And then I think I'm trying to think, I don't want the basket just sitting flat down. I want it like tilted a little bit, so I may bring like a towel or something and roll it up and stick it underneath the back part of the basket to at least raise up the corner of it, and then hang the sign off the front of it will say $5 each. Obviously the Yokies are going to go on the plate. I don't really think there's anything else I wanted to do. I would like to have some sort of like displays to go on the table. That would be really, really cute, but I don't know how they're gonna work. But anyway, I think that's all I really have to talk about right now. But next time you guys see me, it will be getting ready for and setting up my table. It's gonna be interesting. So alrighty then. But I'm going to leave this video here, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video, and we will talk about how we did on all of our critters. So wish me luck. And if you guys liked this video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me, hit the notification bell. That way you guys will know when new videos go live, and share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me crochet things and going on this adventure with me. I'm gonna leave the full playlist for all of the crochet things somewhere here on the screen. I'm not sure where. It's gonna be somewhere. And I'm gonna leave the links to some of the patterns that I didn't actually do in the videos down below in the description. So like, I'm gonna put like the cinnamon roll pattern on there, and I'll put the turtle pattern on there, and I will put the what's the other one that I didn't put the pattern on there? I'll put the mini mushroom on there, because I didn't actually put that in there before because I hadn't done it yet. So I will put the mini mushroom down there as well. So anyway, that being said, I'm Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.